Assalamualaikum student. In the last lecture we discussed that uh, ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 is the standard form of quadratic equation where a, b, c are any real number. For example, 2x square plus 7x plus 3. That is the standard form of quadratic equation. So what we have to do whenever we saw the quadratic equation, first have to write it in a standard form. So that is the standard form of quadratic equation. Let's suppose we have given 2x square minus equals to minus 5x plus 8, and we have required to write in standard form. So what we have to do, we move this minus 5x to this side and this 8 to this side to write this equation in a standard form. So we can write it like this: 2x square minus 5x plus 5x, because minus 5x will change into plus 5x, and then minus 8 equals to 0. So that equation should be, this equation is in standard form. Now we know that what is the how to write this equation in standard form. There are two conditions when we write this equation in standard form. We get two conditions. If in ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, if this a equals to 0, then quadratic equation will be linear equation. That it will no longer be quadratic equation, it will become linear equation. If a equals to 0, then the quadratic equation is linear equation, becomes linear. So that you should remember this for an MCQ, that if a equals to 0, then the quadratic equation becomes linear. Okay, whenever a equals to 0, the quadratic equations become linear. What if b equals to 0? If b equals to 0, then it is called pure quadratic. Then it is called pure quadratic. It is pure quadratic. If b equals to 0, then it is called pure quadratic. Examples of pure quadratic equations are 7x square minus plus 3 equals to 0. Here the coefficient of x is not there, the x term is not present. It means that b equals to 0. So that is a pure quadratic equation. This is a pure quadratic equation because the term bx is missing. This term is missing from this. So this is called a pure quadratic equation. And similarly, if c equals to 0, then the equation is complete quadratic. We can write this in quadratic form, but it will be complete quadratic. Okay, in exercise 1.1 question 1, we have to write the following equation in standard form and decide whether they are pure quadratic or not. So for this question number 1, I am choosing that question number 5th part, x plus 3 over x plus 4 minus x minus 5 over x equals to 1. First of all, we can write this equation in standard form, then we can decide whether it is a pure quadratic or not. So I write the question here, the 5th part. I write the question here. Now, what we have to do? First of all, we will take the LCM. So the LCM of this equation of this side is x and x plus 4. So I take the LCM x plus 4. Then x plus 4 is cancelled out. This x will go and multiply by the numerator x plus 3. So we can write this x into x plus 3 minus this x will be cancelled with this x. So we get x plus 4. This x plus 4 will go and multiply by x minus 5. We already know how to do this in we did in chapter linear equation. So first of all, what we do, we take the LCM, and then after taking the LCM, x plus 4 is cancelled out, and then this x will go and multiply with x plus 3, and similarly this x is cancelled out, and then x plus 4 will go and multiply with x minus 5. Now we open the brackets, x square plus 3x. Similarly on this side, this part, x square minus 5x plus 4x minus 20 over x square plus 4x equals to 1. I not open the bracket, these bracket, because minus sign will affect this expression. That's why I'll not open this bracket. Okay, now x square plus 3x, there is no change in x square plus 3x. Minus, it will become x square. These two are like terms, so we can solve it. Minus 5x plus 4x minus x minus 20. And this denominator will go to this side and multiply by 1. So it will become x square plus 4x. Now we open this bracket with negative sign, because negative sign is outside this bracket. X square plus 3x minus x square plus x plus 20 equals to x square plus 4x. This x square will be cancelled out, and these two x terms will add up and become 4x, and we move all these terms to one side of the equation to make it, to write the equation in standard form. So it will be like this. This 3x moved 4x plus 20 4x plus 20 equals to x square plus 4x. Now we will move all the terms to one side of the equation, and I choose to move these two terms to this side so that x square should be positive. So 0 equals to x square plus 4x minus 4x minus 20. These 4x will be cancelled out, and we get the equation. We can write this equation like this: x square minus 20 equals to 0. It's up to you. You can write equals to 0 here or equals to 0 here. Equals to 0. So in this term, this equation showing ax square, a is 1, c is 20, but b is missing. X term is missing. So this equation is a pure quadratic equation. This equation is a pure quadratic equation because x term is missing from it. So it is a pure quadratic equation. I hope now you understand what is pure quadratic equation. If the x term is missing, it means that it is a pure quadratic equation. Now, if we have to solve the quadratic equation, there are three methods. One of them is by factorization method. So first of all, we are solving the quadratic equation by factorization method. Before using any method, what you have to do, you have to write the equation in a standard form. So for writing the equation in standard form, we move this at a to this side. The standard form will become x square plus 2x minus 8 equals to 0. Now we have to do factorization, and we already you already learned in class 9 how to factorize trinomials by Milgram break. So factors of 8. So 1, if you didn't know the Milgram break, I'm repeating the Milgram break steps again. Here the coefficient of x square is 1, and the last term is minus 8. So 1 into minus 8 equals to minus 8. So we have to make the factor of 8, and we have to perform this operation of subtraction to get the 2. So if one of the factor of 8 is 1 and 8, 1 into 8, 8, but when we subtract 8 and 1, we get 7. So this will not be the factor. Now if we choose 2, 2 into 4, 8, and we subtract 2 and 4, we get 2. Yeah, that's right. So we choose this factor, 2 and 4. So 4, 2, and we subtract 2 from it, we get 2. This is the requirement of this equation. And we place negative sign on the greater number, then minus minus plus, plus sign to this one. So the Milgram break of this 2x is x square. One of them is, if it's written plus here, we have to write add sign here, and then minus plus, minus sign on this side. So what you have to do, whatever sign should be there, it will be written on the greater number. So x square, we write plus 4, and then minus plus, there is minus sign. So when we multiply these two, we get minus 8, and when we solve add these two terms, we get plus 2x. So x square plus 2x plus 4x minus 2x minus 8 equals to 0. Now we take the common from these two. So x plus 4. From these two terms, we get minus 2, x plus 4 equals to 0. So x plus 4 x minus 2 equals to 0. It means that either x plus 4 equals to 0 or x minus 2 equals to 0. So we can write x plus 4 equals to 0 or x minus 2 equals to 0. Here x equals to minus 4, and from this x equals to 2. So the solution set is minus 4 and 2. So this is the way how we can solve the quadratic equation by factorization. We write solution set. Remember, quadratic equation has two roots. Because we get two answers, so it means that the quadratic equation has two roots. This is the important term you have to remember for MCQs. The quadratic equation has two roots. Now we can take another example. 3m square minus 9m equals to 30. Again, we have to solve by factorization method. So what we have to do, we first write the equation in standard form. So 3m square minus 9m minus 30 equals to 0. Now 3 is common from all these terms, so we take the common 3. We get m square minus 3m minus 10 equals to 0. What is the benefit of taking common? It makes the equation more simpler. So that's why we are taking the common. So we get m square. This 3 will go to this side, and 0 divided by 3 means 0. So we can write m square minus 3m minus 10 equals to 0. Again, we multiply the first coefficient of first term, 1 into minus 10. We get minus 10. Now we have to make the factor of tens, and we have to perform the operation of subtraction because we get minus sign here. So again we start from 1 into 10, 10, and we subtract 10 and 1, we get 9. But what we have to get 3. So we neglect this factors. Then we get 2 and 5. 5 to the 10, yeah, and 5 minus 2, 3. So we select 5 and 2. We perform the operation of subtraction to get 3. 5 to the 10 and 5 minus 2, 3. Now here is 3 has a sign, negative sign, so we place negative sign on a greater number. Minus plus, so we write plus here. So the middle term break of this is m square minus 5m plus 2m minus 10 equals to 0. Again, we take the common from these two. m minus 5 plus 2 m minus 5 equals to 0. Now m minus 5 m plus 2 equals to 0. So either m minus 5 equals to 0 or m plus 2 equals to 0. So we can write this m minus 5 equals to 0 or m plus 2 equals to 0. So we get the value of m as m equals to 5 or m equals to minus 2. So the solution side is 5, minus 2. Again, remember that the quadratic equation has two roots because we get two answers. So this you have to remember for MCQs, and this is the way we can solve the quadratic equation by factorization. I hope you understand.